was slow on that, but we'll link it.
It's hard for me to tell because I usually think that we're on time and then it's a huge delay on my end.
Either way, welcome to Regular Girls.
Welcome to Regular Girls, everybody.
Oh, we're so glad you're here. Welcome. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first, how was your birthday?
My birthday? It was hilarious in that no one could make it to my party. So it was just Brendan and I.
And what did you guys do?
We went to Farm Sanctuary in Los Angeles, which...
Okay, so what happens at this farm sanctuary? Because I saw you post pictures and it seems like a magical place.
Let me tell you, it's a true dream scenario for me. So basically, it's where animals go that are protected and saved from slaughterhouses and like the meat the meat trade, right? So there's like cows and pigs and goats and sheep and chickens and turkeys and everything in between. And you can go and they like teach you about like veganism and stuff. And you kind of know that going in, but you get to like interact and pet and like walk amongst all of the animals.
Oh my God, how cute. I love that exists.
I was holding a cow's face and like petting him. It was...
What a sweet little thing. I feel like my dog, Blue, looks like he's a lot of animals mixed together.
Yeah.
But he's got like those big cow eyes.
Yes.
Ugh.
And you got to like... Pigs apparently sleep like 18 hours a day and... you got to go into the pig barn, and as they were sleeping, you could rub their bellies, and they smile and stretch out.
No.
Yes.
Because wait, so don't people say that pigs have like the same intelligence as a dog?
Or smarter. Like they're very smart, but they sleep so much. So the girl was saying that you can bring in an apple and the pig will eat it while it's sleeping.
Oh my God, that's the best. I love that. I guess that's why people say that pigs make great pets.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be real dudes.
Yeah, they are real dudes, and it was so fun. And then there was this little three-legged sheep named Regina, and she reminded me of my dog Vic because she had a little bed and a teddy bear, and she played with a ball, and she was very tender. And she was wearing a pink little jacket, and she was saved because there was like an agriculture class in a high school or maybe a college, and she had a broken leg and it was just completely ignored. So they had to amputate her leg, but she's fine.
Oh my gosh, poor little thing. You know what's crazy? I was talking to a friend of mine whose cat has like a bum weird leg, and she's like, yeah, anytime Boo goes to run, she just kicks up its leg and just takes off, like not affected by this leg at all. Like still just is a total boss, has everything under control. I think it's great.
That's hilarious.
I feel like animals just like they exist. They're happy. They're always happy.
They will adapt. And then it was so cool. And there was like, Brendan really wanted to see the sheeps, and there was a sheep named Bear, I believe, and Brendan was in love with her, and it was incredible. It's like, I recommend if you're in the LA area, and it's like north of LA, so it's like the air is nice. It was stunning.
I was driving this week from Milwaukee to Indianapolis, and I was like, wait, where was I going? And I saw a miniature horse on the side of the road, and it made my goddamn day.
See, then you need to go.
I love them so much. Like seeing a miniature horse in real life changes you a little bit.
I bet. They're
the best. It's like a magic, fat, squat little unicorn. It's like a little chubby like miniature can of pop.
Oh, I love those.
So cute.
I'll buy them just because they're adorable.
So that was your birthday. You went to the
I know,
animal sanctuary,
and then I watched the Oscars, which I love to do, and then I ate pasta. It was really like a joyous time.
How about this T-shirt you had made?
Oh yes. Thank you for asking about that. Brendan made me a T-shirt for our podcast, which is of what may just be the best photo of me ever taken in a crop top velvet shirt.
It's so good. Like. I really wish that Brendan also made me one. I'm kind of pissed he didn't.
Do you want me to send you one? You will wear that?
Of course I'll wear it. Are you kidding me?
I have been wearing it very proudly, and yeah, it's a good time. I'll send it your way. I'll send one your way.
I would love to have one.
Yeah.
So I have an update.
Please tell me.
I went ahead and got my eyebrows microbladed in what? A life changer it is.
I was gonna say I saw the whole thing go down on Instagram, and I was curious to like see how you're feeling in the healing process.
So the healing process, they definitely like. Okay, so right when I first did them, they're like a little bit darker, and like they just look like a good like filled in brow, but like it's a little intense because it has like the ink, obviously,
Right?
Or the dye or whatever the hell it is. I don't know the differences between ink and dye, but
I think it's the same. No.
I guess so. I don't know. Brown stuff was in my face. That was dye. So she takes like really tiny little incisions and paints in these little eyebrow hairs. So now it's been a week today since I've done it. They get like a little bit scabby because it's like a tattoo that's healing. They're a little bit scabby. And then a couple of like the hairs will actually fall out, and it's weird because it looks like an actual hair, but it's not. It's just like ink.
Really? But
it comes out because it's like in like a scab essentially. But yeah, it's like it looks like a little hair stroke. So I guess in like a couple weeks, so it looks like they fall out, and then like once it heals, it like resurfaces.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a trip. I was only in there for about 45 minutes. The girl did such a great job. I'm super, super happy with it, and it was really a good life purchase.
Your brows look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I feel very happy about it. It was money well spent just for like a regular girl life hack. Microblade those brows, but don't go to a really shitty place or you will sorely regret it.
I've heard horror stories of like people like cheaping out on that, and that it like and just their eyebrows look so swollen and gross, and
or they're like, because people are so obsessed with either like that like Anastasia like perfect like Kim Kardashian brow, or they want just like super thick brows, and if that's not the eyebrow you're supposed to have, don't do it.
The Instagram brow.
It's not meant to be on your face. It looks so weird. This girl like made my eyebrows just look like a better version of my actual eyebrows.
That's what you want.
We didn't go crazy. We didn't do a whole new brow. Game changer.
Listen, a normal brow is never going to go out of style, and that's a goddamn regular girl hot tip right there.
Yeah. Don't cheap out. I mean, I understand you want to like do things on a budget, but save up. Get a good eyebrow pencil in the time in between. But it's like, I've seen people that'll also do like ghetto versions of Botox. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do things on your face with it. Like, don't discount it.
Has no one seen Botched? I mean, watch an episode and get wise.
Watching Botched when I'm on the treadmill is one of my favorite things in the entire world.
Really?
What an inspiration.
Let me tell you, my inspiration is I've started running recently. And the...
tell me about it.
I've started running, but I burn more calories hiking, and it makes me upset because I'm just walking.
Oh.
Yeah, my Fitbit says I burn like 400 calories on a hike because I'm in the fat burn, and I burn maybe 300 calories running.
So that's where I get a little bit confused because I've always been a runner.
Yes.
I will always go on the treadmill and run, but then I started to switch to just doing like the treadmill on the incline, which I guess would be similar to hiking.
Yeah, it's the same. You'll burn more calories.
And yeah, my treadmill always tells me I'm burning way more calories, and it's like way easier on your joints. So is that just the move? Do we just give up running?
I think that might be the move. I mean, I like a good cardio situation, gets your endorphins going, but as far as like burning calories, I feel like the incline at a slower pace, you're going to burn more.
And yes, I like a good endorphin, but listen, I can have a great time and a great feeling from a glass of wine.
Oh.
If I can burn off some calories, that's all I'm looking to achieve.
It's all I'm looking.
Day in and day out.
Absolutely. I will tell you.
I want new ways to burn calories.
Oh my God, for sure. I will say though.
I actually, John dragged me on a hike this week. We were both home on Friday. And the stuff that we both went out to do earlier in the day, like we were back home by like noon. I'm like, oh, what can we do? I like feel like doing like something. And he's like, oh, why don't we go for a hike? I was like, okay, yeah, sure. He took me on like a 5-hour hike.
Okay.
It was the hardest hike I've ever done.
Why?
And like I consider myself like pretty in shape, pretty with it. It's fine. We got up to the top, and like it was so worth it because the view was beautiful, blah, 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 who cares? Mm-hmm. But my calves were like destroyed for days. We had to hike up, I think it was only like 5 miles or something, but it felt like 1,000 because we were on such a steady incline, and I don't have hiking boots. Ooh. So every time I slipped, I thought I was plunging to my death.
I wonder how many calories you burned. I'll say like 3,000.
It felt like it was a lot.
I'll just say it.
It was
You think more?
It must have been at least 3,000 to 5,000.
I came back and I was a size 0. I don't know what happened, but I just burned all of the calories.
I was a whole new person.
Oh my God, that sounds intense.
Take that, world.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, but then I got like hangry part way through.
Oh yeah, you will.
I was ill prepared because I thought it was just gonna make a fun, cute hike, and I'm like,
I get it.
Trying to like ascend this gigantic mountain. And I had no food, and he was the same because by the end of it we're like dying because we had no food, and I started to get cranky. And then I got home and ordered Thai food, and it was the best food I'd ever eaten in my whole life.
That sounds like a beautiful day.
It was really nice. It's nice when you earn bad food, you know?
Oh, totally. I will say we went for a hike the other day and Brendan got into the car and was like, oh, I think I need a La Croix. I was like, do you just mean water? Do you just need some water? He needed he's just
I need my La Croix.
I was like, we need to get out of LA. This is horrible.
I don't know if we fully talked about this or not, but I just appreciated so much the video on your Instagram of Brendan singing Jamiroquai. It was so good and so accurate.
He can hit a pitch sometimes, and it's really surprising. But Brendan likes to sing. He's kind of in our club. He enjoys a good tune to sing to.
You just got to throw that tune out there, carry it. Sometimes take it into the shower. I actually did that the other day. I was in the shower and I was like, I don't even know what I was singing, but I was like, the acoustics are great in here. And then I made John come in and hear it and try to sing. It didn't go well.
Well, you got to. Sometimes you just got, you know what? I'm going to make that a thing. I'm just going to say, I'm taking it to the shower.
Yeah, I'm taking it to the shower to see where I really stand, because you basically become your own backup singer.
Well, I remember Christina Aguilera said she loves singing in the bathroom because the acoustics are great. And that Christina knows.
Obviously, she knows. I mean, she's the queen of it all. I mean, you want to talk about a vocal gymnast?
Absolutely. God damn it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
No. Well, I want to talk about something before we get into our theme today, which is pet peeves. I feel like it needs to be addressed. This fact that you were on the cover of a friggin' magazine and I was not made aware. Can we talk about your hot red pants and that photo shoot that ensued with that wardrobe?
Okay, so here's the first thing.
Yes.
Okay, doing the photo shoot was very cool and it was fun. It was fun for me, not so much for John.
You looked amazing.
Neither of us really like having our pictures taken, and like basically what happened was like a friend of ours that lives in Vegas knows like the people at this Vegas 7 magazine, and they're like, oh, John, they want to interview you, whatever. So like he went to go do the interview and I just came with him.
Yeah.
And I was just like kind of chimed in. So like the interview is just me being like, yep. Like they like actually use like that audio clip from it, or like
Weird.
That was like my transcribed words of like, yeah, totally. I'm like, but they like said it was like a dual interview. So I basically hijacked the whole thing. And then we ended up doing the photo shoot. And let me tell you about these red pants. Because I saw them and I was like, ooh, not sure how this is going to go down. They looked great. They photographed really cool.
Yeah.
But let me tell you about the swamp ass.
Oh, I bet.
That like patent leather pants give you.
Sure.
I couldn't even walk. I walked like a bodybuilder in them because I couldn't even move my hips. Like they're not practical for real life.
Well, honestly, they don't even need to be, because I saw that photo and I'm like, I had engagement photos done and wedding photos done and they don't even look close to this. I was like steamy in the old mechanic shed there.
Yeah, we were like shooting in an alleyway and there was like just a mechanic place. We're like, hey, can we shoot in here? And this like older man was like, all right. And then, yeah, we popped in there and shot in there. And I was really happy with it because I feel like most photo shoots or anything I do, I never feel like I look like me.
It was great.
And I feel like the styling is never like what I want. And this one, I feel like they really nailed the styling. I felt like I looked like me.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it.
I honestly saw that photo and I was like, God damn it. I need to become a woman where a stylist goes, oh, she could wear a leather pant. Opposed to like, oh, she should probably just be wearing nursing scrubs. It was a great shoot.
I mean, I will say though, wearing a vertical striped like bell-bottom pant doesn't do a lot of people a lot of favors.
No.
Risky business.
It was a great shot. I'm like, you got to print that off.
My mom is going to do that for sure. I probably won't, but my mom
You
will.
should. Why wouldn't you?
Because what do you do with it? Put a picture of yourself up in your house?
Do you know how many pictures of myself that I have up in the house? Now, are most of them ugly photos so we can point and laugh? Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's like for like comedic value. If I'm like, hey, check out how cool I was in this shot.
Renee, no one comes to my house. No one visits me. I'm too far. So it's just me looking at the photo going, you're awesome.
There it is. Actually, that's a good point. No one's really in my house except for like family.
So put it up.
Family comes to visit and that's it. So
either way, we had very productive weeks. I pet a goat and you had a steamy photo shoot with your man.
Yeah, steamy in my pants more than anything. Steamy in those red patent leather pants. But then I saw the photos and I was like, wait, should I buy these pants? Do I need to have them?
Not if you walk
And then
funny.
I just remembered how much, like they were not easy to walk in. I'm not going to do it. But I did think about it. I really thought
you
about
should.
it.
They're awesome looking pants.
One final thing for the regular girls that I want to throw in there because it just arrived to my house as I got home today. I ordered the Kat Von D Alchemist highlighter palette.
Yes, and?
Oh, baby. This is some good shit. If you want a good highlighter that takes you into like ethereal potential alien mode, this is the one. It's so cool.
Is it?
It comes in like, so there's like, I think like 4 little colors. There's like violet, green, peach, and that's probably like yellowy or something. Mm-hmm. So sick. You can like put it over like a nude lipstick and it'll like, it turns everything into like a hologram. It's so cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna start incorporating it into my everyday life.
You gotta throw a highlighter in there. I'll do that with a BB cream, throw it on a highlighter on my cheek. Get out of here.
Yeah, move it or lose it, sister. I'm coming in.
Well, listen, as I'm aging and I'm just trying to do less and less makeup. You get less cakey and you look more natural.
I totally agree. Then you add in a microbladed brow and nobody can stop you or tell you shit about life.
Hell yeah. Throw in a big hat, get out the door. Who's running the world? You are.
Oh my God. This is my last thing and I swear we'll get into today's topic. Just before I came here, got home to do the podcast, I ran over to the grocery store and I came from the airport. So I'm wearing like a Kinks t-shirt, these like a camouflage like jogger pant kind of thing. And I had like little booties. But then I had on this like, I don't know if I really want to call it like a bowler's hat. I'm not sure what the word is. But I was like standing ordering fresh fish. And this man came up to me. I'm so fucking obnoxious, P.S. Just based on the entire description I just gave. This man comes up to me and goes, hey, really like your style. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. He's like, yeah, it's like kind of look like Boy George. And he like meant it as like a compliment. Yeah. And I was like, he wasn't even wrong. So I couldn't be mad. But I came home and told John, he was like, you are Boy George and it's too much.
That's amazing. I'd love to be Boy George. What a fun life that is.
I agree. I mean, I've created this life for myself. This is where I am right now.
Lean in.
I dress like Boy George in my off days. And that's just how life is.
I swear to God, if I saw a woman that I felt was dressed as Boy George, I'd be like, I need that person in my life. Can I borrow a scarf? Give me your number. Yeah.
Give me your number. Let's have a girl date.
Oh my God. Yes. Just buy me fabrics. That's just what I want. Just cover me in fabrics.
Buy me fabrics. Give me inspiration. Oh. Give me some feathers.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I want it all.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So shall we?
Okay. So you want to do today's theme? You want to tell everyone what we're talking about, even though they probably already know because it's for sure in the link of the bio?
Yes, it is. Guys, guess what we're talking about today? We're talking about pet peeves.
Pet peeves. This is all about shit that we hate.
Shit that we hate that needs to change.
So this has been a tough week for me, aside from me just saying how great everything was, because I'm about to get my period, and I was very bitchy. I was very on edge. There was a lot of things bothering me, so I conjured up a little bit of a list.
And I'm coming off my period, and so now I'm looking at the list, and it seems a little irrational, but I'll stand behind it. Also,
it's okay.
Brendan,
and here's the thing. I mean, I feel like the more that regular girls grows and our listeners grow and we all become closer, we'll all sync up our periods and all eventually have the same pet peeves.
Oh my God, that's going to be the best.
Think about that. Think about that world. Also, today's International Women's Day, even though when you hear this, it won't be, but way to go, women.
Way to go, women. We friggin' did it, and we deserve everything.
We deserve everything.
We deserve everything.
That's the best thing you could say. We deserve everything. I agree.
I would like to write a book that's just called, I Deserve Everything.
I would read that. Also, I got in the mail, I picked up that Andy Chick's Bachelor book.
I desperately want to read that, so let me know how it goes. Yeah.
All right, what's your first pet peeve?
Okay, so let's start with my first irrational pet peeve, and then I feel like we'll get into the deeper ones.
Okay.
When people eat bananas, Okay. My mom, this originated with my mother who like chews a banana as if she's chewing bricks. There's something about the sound of a banana in someone's mouth that makes me want to scream. To the point where I have started World War III in my house because I can hear Brendan eating a banana. And I'm like, do you not respect anyone here?
When I think of like somebody eating a banana, I picture like the banana mush coming out of their teeth.
Exactly. It's
like
disgusting.
They're like sloshing it through their teeth.
And it's just like it's like, who are you? Why are you doing this in front of me? Go into the bathroom like a regular person and eat that banana.
Go eat your damn banana in the goddamn bathroom. What if somebody had braces and was eating a banana? Would that amplify it?
Listen, when I had braces, I hated myself for 4 years because I was a maniac that gets in your braces. It's a nightmare. A nightmare.
Also, I don't feel like, I mean, I guess people just see, I buy bananas, but I only have them for smoothies.
Exactly. That's why that's what they're there for.
Blend it up.
Blend it up. Save yourself the hassle. I just freaking, like my mom, I've hung up the phone on my mom, like just mid-sentence. And she's like, you're so rude. And I'm like, you're rude, Debbie. You're rude.
You're the one that's rude. Get your banana in check.
I'm like, you couldn't just...
And respect everybody.
Yeah, you couldn't just shove that in your mouth and then call your daughter afterwards. Anyways, I'm getting really upset about it. That's my first big pet peeve, which I know is crazy, but I hate it.
I don't think it's that crazy. I think that's pretty rational because so I'm not like, there's not a lot of like food things that bug me.
Okay.
Like people like eating loud, like that stuff never really bugs me. But I know a lot of people have like weird things about people like eating certain ways.
That's the only one. It's that and people who are eating like substantial meals while walking. Like I don't like it. It bothers me.
It gives me anxiety more than anything.
Yeah, like you're eating like you're gonna eat a salad while we're walking. Like especially in Toronto. Or like on the subway, it's like, get out of here. Go.
People that eat on the subway are sick psychopaths.
You're gross.
Don't eat on the subway. It's filled with germs.
Ugh.
I've seen people literally take shits on the subway. Don't eat your food on the subway.
No.
Also, don't get on the one subway cart that nobody else is on.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it.
There's
something bad in there 100% of the time. Don't think you're like, oh my God, I get this whole cart to myself and the other ones are all packed. No, there's either like a dead rat or feces.
Yeah. What's yours?
Okay, so my first pet peeve is mine's pretty common.
Okay.
But it enrages me in a way that I don't know how to talk myself down. I can't get around it. I hate slow walkers.
That's literally my number one is slow people.
Oh,
Who are you
God.
guys? Who are you guys out there? I hate it.
Do you not have a plan? Don't you know where you're going? Do you have an end game? Are you dawdling? Are you window shopping? It makes me insane. So I deal with this a ton at the airport. And like,
God.
That's a different level.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm so in and out of the airport that I've got my system.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going. Yes, you have to take your stupid shoes off to go through security.
How do they forget?
Get rid of your water. You know the drill.
Yes.
Even if you don't travel, you know the drill. But I deal with slow walkers, like just meandering. And not only that, when you're in like an open space and there's no like designated sidewalks, people just like cut across.
It's the worst.
Or they're not looking. People are on their phones and they're not looking. That stuff makes me like, I will like audibly guffaw at somebody because I can't stand it.
I don't understand people like who like love birds at the airport. Like you need to hold hands and like relish. No one's having a good time. No one's having a good time. I hate it there. Like just let go of your hands. You can cuddle when you sit together, but like just move.
Or also don't even cuddle when you sit together because you're on the airplane, there's no space, and there's a third person in your ride.
Yeah, like don't do it.
Don't
do it. Like don't be weird about it. But I agree.
Hold hands and be cute, but don't be too much. I hate when I see people that are too much. And I'm like, normally like public displays of affection or PDA, whatever. I hate that word too. I'm going to add that on my pet peeve list.
Yeah.
No PDA. I really just, I don't, it's too much at the airport.
I hate slow people. I think it's because we grew up in the city that you just have to move
so
quick. But it's like, even when I vacation and you're new to a place like New York or, wherever, still move. Just move. Know you're annoying. Go to the side. Move.
Yes. I feel like there needs to be like street signs and aisles in rows, like, or a lane for slow walkers when you're in the street. Because you've got to dodge around them, or they're carrying giant bags, or what's even worse is like an entire family will walk in like a row together, creating this fucking force field that you can't get through.
Also,
I can't take it.
I also love the family that decides that today's the day that their kid will learn how to walk for the first time. It's like, pick them up. I'll see like a 3-year-old dragging the family's luggage because they're like, oh my God, it's so cute. Look, I mean, no. Stop.
First of all, it's don't do that to your kid. He can't carry it.
No.
It's not cute. Nobody else here finds it cute.
Oh, and I mean, I will sort of relate the airport for me with slow people to IKEA as well, where you have to walk through. It's like, you know what, I'm not a parent, but I'm telling you, and I will be one, I'm not going to be like, hey, my 2-year-old should also just walk around with us. Like, strap him to you and just buy the couch.
Totally. I agree.
I can't even deal with these people.
It's so frustrating. Like, sure, you want to teach your kid life lessons and they need to like figure stuff out, but like, you've got more time for that. Don't do it right now.
Till they're, do it later. Wait till they're 7. I don't remember anything when I was 2, but
create some fake scenarios at home or something. I don't care.
Yeah, get them to walk around at home. Let them tumble around in the backyard. Don't test it out when everyone's trying to get a hot dog at IKEA.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just so infuriating to me. Like,
I can't.
Just even like long lines in the bathroom. The airport's a very infuriating place.
My thing about the airport that I find is the people who are shocked by like everything that's happening.
Everything.
Like, it's like you're in an airport. Like, why? Also, in relation to that is people who don't understand how to make a line. Like, line up when people don't know how to make a line. It is so infuriating to me.
There's actually like, there's different scales of people that are the worst at the airport. There's people that never go to the airport, and they don't know what they're doing and they're trying to figure it out and also having like a minor panic attack.
Sure.
Like when I send my mom to the airport, it's a shit show.
Right.
It's so like, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know where she's going. But then there's other people, and I like to think that I'm not on this scale of it, but as I'm talking, I still don't think I am. But there's people that travel so much that they are like, the like elitists of the airport, and they're like, where's my priority lane? Who are these? Like, and like, I'll get annoyed by people, but they don't usually know I'm annoyed by it. But I've seen people in line, like I was about to board a flight, like a Delta flight, and I got there late, and there's like, I had missed like the priority boarding. So I went to like the priority lane, but they were boarding everybody else. And this other guy was also in priority behind me. And he's like, you know, you can just go in front of all these people, right? Like as if they were like peasants and weren't also just getting on the flight. And he was like, just go. You like, what are you waiting to like jump in or something? I'm like, no, I'm just a human being that's not an asshole.
I know.
And I can wait for these, whether these 10 people go ahead of me or not. It's not a Southwest flight. Take a seat.
Also, I will say, like, nothing makes you feel like a peasant more than being at the airport. I love how pet peeves has turned into the airport, but I remember being like, oh my God, like, if I ever get to be priority, like, I'll be, like, so nice. And then I've gotten to fly just a small handful of times in first class, and I was like, honey, I could get used to this. Like,
it's the best.
Like, how quickly I was like, oh, look at me in priority lane. Like, I was like, oh, this feels nice. This is nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice because you can have, you get like food. There are towels. There's blankets.
There are towels. I got a towel.
Everyone's very nice to you. They take your jacket.
You get champagne the second you sit down.
The second.
It's insane.
It's so great.
Anyways, okay.
I actually, just to go on the opposite of pet peeves, I love airplane food. Next.
Airplane food. Oh, okay. But you're talking from a priority standpoint, like a fun look at us in first class. Like, I'm telling you, I look at us in the back. Yeah. You don't even get peanuts.
You do get peanuts. You get peanuts or pretzels.
Not always. Not always. Not on Air Canada anymore.
But I'll tell you what's great on a Delta flight. This is really getting off track, but they've got a great fruit and cheese tray for $9.99.
You were telling me that. So next time I'm flying, I'm going to get that.
Okay, what's next on your list?
Well, in relation to food, mine's all food related. I might have a problem. Anyways, when I pay for food and it's not good, it is a day ender. Like, example, we won't lean into the airport, but like I bought a veggie sandwich on an airplane and it was so mushy and soggy and I was livid. Like, livid.
Well, the problem with ordering a veggie sandwich is that all those things are going to go bad.
I'm an idiot. I know.
Well, but I actually tweeted something about that the other day because I was at the airport and grabbed a sandwich And for no reason, they shoved a tomato on there. I'm like, I love tomatoes, but I don't want this like mid-afternoon room temperature tomato that's now soaked into my bread and stained my meat. I don't want it.
Well, it's like,
it's gross.
And it's also like, so there's this pub down the street from where Brenda and I live, and they have these chili cheese fries, and they're like, you get a veggie chili, and as someone who tries to be as veggie as possible, it's a good time. But now it's sometimes good and sometimes not good. And when I mean not good, I mean it's just cold red salsa with Parmesan cheese on top. And I'm like, why am I paying like $12 for this?
No.
I returned it.
That's a scam.
I know. And
that's a scam.
I never send food back, but I was like, this is cold salsa. And she was like, I know. But it upsets me. Like when you pay your money and it's not good, I turn into like an old crotchety man. And I'm like, this isn't fair. This is my hard-earned money and this tastes horrible. I get upset.
It's so, but it's frustrating when you go out and you like think you're having a good time, or if you're like in a rush and you can't even fix it and you're just like, okay, I guess I'll just never eat for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And you like freak out. I'm on the other way. If I want to like indulge in something, I'm like, ooh, they've got this mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And then I get it and it's just not good and not worth it.
It sucks.
I just won't eat it, which I know is incredibly wasteful. But if it's not worth it, I'm not going to do it.
It's true, though. It's like if you're going to indulge, you want to fully indulge. And I know Brendan knows how irrational this pet peeve of is mine. Like, we've been out and we know that the food's bad. And he's just like, oh, honey. Like, he just knows I'm just going to implode. I can't. Ugh.
It hits like a boiling point and you get so frustrated.
Yes, I don't like it. Anyways, what's your next one?
Food's a very sensitive thing. I think I'm just like I just have like that like inner fat kid. Like I love eating. I love a good meal.
Oh, yeah.
And if I don't get that, like if I'm on the road and don't actually get real food, like last night we went to go check into our hotel and I've never had Waffle House. And there's a Waffle House right beside our hotel. And John's like, oh, should we go get Waffle House now? But a girlfriend of mine was coming over to like hang out for a sec. So we didn't. But as we got out, we like ran into the gas station to go get food. And I was like, just like huffing and puffing. I'm like, I never get any real food. I just have to eat this this hummus from the gas station. Like I turn into like a child. Like it's really embarrassing.
Oh no, I do too. I start like a tantrum. Like Brendan's like, do you need to eat? Like I turn into a 4-year-old and I'm like, yes, I do.
But you know what? I don't think men get like that. Women do.
Yeah, Brendan gets a little fussy, but yeah, I get angry. Like, you know, anyways, we've already addressed it early on in this podcast. I think I might have a problem, but I need to eat and I need to eat often.
I guess this kind of goes with food in a certain way. Maybe it doesn't. It's just when people are gross. I don't want to say I don't like. I hate when people aren't aware of their own bad breath.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand. If I have bad breath, I know that I have bad breath. But then there's other people that just like, I don't know if it like starts at their stomach and works its way up, or if it's in their gums.
It's
like
all of
I
that.
don't know what it is or why it's not being addressed or fixed.
It's all of those things. It's it comes from all the things. It's horrible. I'm so nervous of having bad breath, and also my fear, as we've addressed before, is smelling bad.
Yeah.
But I'm always like if I'm concerned, I will cover my mouth. I'm also like an obsessive gum chewer.
I was just going to say, like, I can always track down some gum.
Yeah, get some gum.
Gum is always an option.
Also, like, just be honest about it. If you have bad breath, be like, my breath is really bad. And just, like, because I feel like when people have bad breath, they really lean into you. It's like they want you to experience it as well.
Yeah, don't tell me secrets when you have bad breath.
My God.
I don't want to hear your intimate, close talking problems when you have this bad breath.
Oh, yeah. And if you forgot deodorant, also don't hug me for 9 hours.
No! I almost feel like bad breath bugs me more than BO.
Really?
But that might not be true.
Well, I feel like bad breath, when you deal with it, it's so intimate, it's so in your personal space that you're just like, oh, it's like, it's bad.
You can't just get a whiff of someone's bad breath. You can get a whiff of someone's BO, someone's bad breath. You're like talking to them, you're in conversation, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's a good one, and also a bad one, right? Because you gotta live through.
Terrible.
You gotta live through it. Brendan sometimes, like, if he's stressed out, will get bad breath, and I'll be like, ew. And
what is he, like a puffer fish? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just like when he gets stressed out, he'll get like bad breath, and like, so if he comes in and has had a really bad day, I'm just like, oh, and he's like, I know, I'm so stressed, and like runs to the bathroom and like brushes his teeth. But I've got him into oil pulling, so Dr. Quinn's at it again. So
Dr. Quinn, I still haven't tried it because I was actually reading about this girl that was talking about oil pulling, and she told me how she wanted to throw up because of all the gross stuff that was being pulled from her mouth.
Brendan did it the other day and gagged and basically like half puked over the sink. Only because he didn't melt it first. So I don't mind the texture. It's something I've gotten used to, but you should melt it down and then just take a spoonful of the oil. It's way better than taking like the hard coconut oil and putting it in your mouth.
I'm gonna try, but you said if you put the hard in, it still melts down, right?
It melts down, but Brendan like was gaggy over how the texture of it. So I had to melt it down for him like he was a baby, and like and just say like, okay, put the spoon in. But weird stuff comes out of your mouth. Like it's a weird.
I'm gonna try it.
It's a weird color.
I'm very intrigued by it. I read an entire article on it, so I'm putting in the work. I'm invested and I'm intrigued.
Well, if you're out there and you have bad breath, floss, oil pull, then brush your teeth. You'll have fresh breath all day. I don't even worry about it when I oil pull. I know my breath is fine.
Or even just like get some gum.
Yeah,
get some gum. And like when I'm talking about bad breath, I don't even mean like food bad breath. I can tolerate.
No, we know what you're talking about. Come on, guys. We know the smell. I'm smelling it now, and I'm very upset.
It's so it's so unacceptable. It is an unacceptable thing to be happening.
You just turned into a 95-year-old woman. It is unacceptable.
It is. I've got to draw the line somewhere.
No, it's true. It is a gross smell, and I also don't like close talkers. No. So that's sort of like,
They go hand in hand.
They always seem to. And
they're best friends. They're best gross friends.
If you have bad breath, just take a step back. Everyone will be a lot happier.
Yeah, get a whiteboard and write to me.
How would he send
Text
it?
Me. Text me. I'm standing right here. You have my number. Just text me.
The next time someone bothers me, I'm going to tell them to get a whiteboard and write to me.
Yeah, could you whiteboard this one?
Get a whiteboard and write to me.
Gross.
My friend Danielle, her husband Mike has this bet. When I first met him, or the first big hangout we had, he described someone as knitting her own rugs. He's like, she knits her own rugs. And to this day, it's like one of the funniest things I've ever heard. So when someone's like pissing me off, I go, yeah, she knits her own rugs. That's a regular girl hot tip. That is a bad breath person. They knit their own rugs.
Get that phrasing in there. I love getting a new phrase like that. I don't know if I told you this or not, but I actually went on another hike the other day. And this older woman was walking through. It was like a pretty easy hike, but she was like, she was older. And she had like a walking stick. Yeah. And I was like, oh, sick walking stick. And she like slipped on a thing. And I think, did I tell you this?
No.
Oh, and she like slipped instead of like saying like, Jesus Christ, she screamed out, Judas Priest. And it was so funny to me that now that's like it's in my wheelhouse.
Oh, really?
I'm starting to use it. I'm getting it out there.
Judas Priest.
It's a good alternative.
That's not bad. I like that.
All right, what's next on your list?
Okay, what do we have? Okay, I don't like when. Okay, this is so lame, but when people honk their horn, and when you're driving and like the light goes green and people just instantly lay on the horn, it's like
they freak out.
What is your life? Everyone relax. Everyone
How are
relax.
You that wound up?
Yes.
What
is happening? I mean, it's an obvious pet peeve, I suppose, but it freaks me out because I'm not a confident driver. I don't like to drive. I don't like to drive at night. I'm over it. No thanks.
Yeah, I don't like driving at night. That's just because I'm getting old and my eyes are failing me.
Mine too.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like so when I lived in New York and even in Toronto, I mean, people are honking all the time. Everywhere there. But it becomes such background noise that I never even heard it anymore. Like, it was, like, not a thing that I ever thought about.
Right.
But, yeah, if you're just sitting at a light or if you're sitting in traffic and someone starts honking as if that's going to help the situation other than start a legit street fight.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I'm not into it. I mean, it's an obvious one. I feel like we all, I would be curious to meet someone who goes, I wish people honked more.
Throw out a honk. Honk it up.
Okay, this sounds like negative against kids. I love kids. I can't wait to have a bushel of them. But one thing I hate is just like when kids are just left to their own devices and the parents are just like, do you know what I'm talking about?
That's bad parenting, though. That's not even the kid's fault. That's like bad.
Yeah.
It's like being negligent.
Yeah, like we were at Farm Sanctuary, and this sounds like a lame story, but there was this like one shitty kid, and I was like, all it's gonna take is the mom going, don't be shitty, just stop what you're doing, this isn't fun for everyone. She was like kicking rocks and like just like running around and like yelling, and I was just like,
just being a brat.
And I get it, kids are loud and whatever and be cool, but it was just the mom was just like, not today, like just not. It's annoying.
I saw something the other day. I was at the dog park. And
hate that. Kids at the dog park? Ugh.
Oh, my God. Burger, sweet little Burger, loves to jump on children. At least he did when I had him.
He
loved it.
He still does it now. Yes.
I remember going to the dog. And so I was worried about this with Blue because I didn't know if it was like a bulldog thing.
Yeah.
When I would take Burger to the dog park in Toronto, I remember one time, and it was like, it wasn't a dog park. It was like all dogs were welcome. It wasn't like small dogs, big dogs in separate parks or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like running around and he was like a maniac. And I can see this person, like they like brought their child to the dog park as if it was like a petting zoo and not
That's crazy.
ridiculous dogs like burning off some steam in the city. And I saw them put their kid down and I was like, like at least like a couple of yards away. And I was like, no, like trying to like be like, don't put your, because as soon as they put their kid down, their kid started like running. Burger saw them and just literally ran the kid over. Like the kid got up and he had dirt all in his mouth.
Oh, God.
It was such a situation. I was like, I'm sorry, but like you're kind of in the wrong. Like, yes, my dog's ridiculous, but like,
was he mad at you?
No,
he shouldn't have been.
Thank God he wasn't.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's like why? So many parents, it seems, maybe just in Toronto, in our experience with that, excuse me, but like they just let their kids wander, and it's like Burger jumped into a stroller.
No, he did.
He did. Yeah,
no,
and the woman was nice about it, but I'm like, yeah, well, Burger just like I think loves kids. Like he doesn't want to hurt the kids, but I think it's like he gets excited.
He's very intrigued by kids. Yeah, it's very bizarre.
But it's also like Vic has a tail that's like he smacks it around, and it's like he smacks kids, and like he loves them, but it's like, and parents are like, we've had parents kind of get upset. And it's like, this is a dog park. This is like a massive park. Why are you here?
Why don't you go to the human park?
Yes, go to the human park. Let your kid pet the other humans. Like, what is going on? I don't.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Because you shouldn't be at fault for that.
No.
Get your kids out of here. The other day I was at the dog park here, and like Blue's very chill. He jumps when he's like excited to see me, but he's not like a big jumper. And we're at the dog park, and this dog park is separated by big dogs, little dogs.
Right.
And Blue is in the big dog park. It's like 35 pounds and over. As I'm saying this, he just started like breathing super heavily under the door. But he's like running through the park, and I see this kid almost get wiped out by this giant dog. But the kid was probably only like 3. I don't really know kids, but I'm assuming he's like 3. And these like women were like near him, but they stopped the dog and then walked off of the dog. And I realized that they like weren't his mom. And he was just like walking through the park without any adult supervision. And dogs are like running in packs. Like I was waiting for this kid to be wiped out. It miraculously didn't happen. But I was like, where are your parents? I was like,
exactly.
I'm hitting the age where I'm starting to wonder these things.
Well, no, I think anyone would. It's like you don't want, I mean, I don't think my dogs are going to hurt your kids. But it's also like, get them out of there.
Yes. Especially like, you don't know, like, what these dogs are going to do, or, like, if they've got, like, temperament. Like, can you imagine if, like, your kid's face got bit or something?
Oh, my God. What a nightmare.
What a whole situation.
Totally.
And then, like, that poor dog now has a bad rap. It's not fair.
And don't even get me started on the weird hippies and their weird picnics that they have in the middle of a dog park.
You know what else I hate at the dog park? Is the jerks that show up with, like, that, like, throwing stick thing with, like, their own ball.
Oh, yeah.
And they get annoyed when other dogs chase the ball.
I know.
They're all dogs chasing the ball, you asshole.
I know. Yeah.
And like people get like super uppity about it. They're like, can you ask your dog to drop it? He's not listening to my commands right now. He's an idiot. No, you lost your ball, bud.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, people get really uptight And it's like they eat poo, you guys. When I worked at I think I said this on the podcast already, but like when I worked at this doggy daycare, some dogs would like eat poo, like their own poo or whatever, whoever's poo. And some owners were really upset by that knowledge. So my boss would be like, we just have to take note of like if Ginger's eating the poo, but we cannot tell the owner because it makes her very upset.
What? People are nuts, man.
Yeah. I have another pet peeve. I'm wondering if this will, if you will agree. People in yoga classes who take Shavasana for 9 hours. I think we already talked about this.
We talked about this, but I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast or just in real life.
Listen, here's the regular girl hot tip. If you are taking a yoga class and the end of the class they're like, stay as long as you like, they don't mean it. No one means it. Get the hell out of there.
Stay there for like the allotted, like hang out for like a minute so that people know you're really getting your stupid Zen on. But like, get out of there.
Get out of there. And like, also like, you don't need to breathe against everyone else's rhythm. It's too freaking much. Like when the teacher will go namaste and everyone goes namaste. And then there's always one person going namaste. Like at the end, it's like, listen, Joanne.
They like say like, namaste.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh my God. Like, shut the F up. Like, I can't even take
sometimes
it.
I want to
People in yoga are super annoying. I love yoga, but like there are some people there that are just too damn much.
I just want to like, okay, when they're like, you can do whatever you want, and then some people are doing like extreme poses, and you're like, we get it. We get it.
Birds of paradise. Yeah, come on down to the ground now.
It's enough of this. One time, like one class was spent with like me watching someone do cool tricks. And I was like, what is this?
I've done that. Those are the worst. This is how you float up to the top of your mat. And they just do like 45 examples to just showcase their stupid skills.
And I'm like, hi, I'm here paying too much money to sit in a hot room and sweat it out so I can have a ball of Andre when I get home. That's the deal. Let's get it going. I don't need to see Dave doing the splits in the air.
I also don't want to work on my headstands.
No, get out of here with that.
I'm not interested in doing a headstand. I don't want to. I don't even care that I can't do it.
It hurts.
It hurts my head.
And
it hurts my head. All the blood rushes to my face. It's not meant for me.
Listen.
And I'm okay with that. But also, don't make me do 10 donkey kicks either.
But that lifts up your butt.
I hate donkey kicks.
But it lifts up your butt.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It does lift up your butt.
All right. Are you ready for my next one? It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I am.
You know what I'm sick and tired of?
What?
People that pay in cash.
Me too. I hate that. I hate it so much.
Why? Who carries around cash?
Well, I hate it.
If you go to like a restaurant and leave cash, if I'm at a register behind you and you pull out cash,
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Oh my God. Where are you from? Why is it in an envelope? What the fuck?
Why are you going to the bank before when you have the card? Cut out the middleman.
Just use your card. What's your problem? You don't trust the card?
One night I was at dinner and the bill came and someone gave me half the bill with cash and I had the instinct, what am I going to do with this?
What are you going to do with it?
I got to go to the bank? What am I going to do?
I can't handle it. I saw someone did that to me today at the airport.
Funny.
Like this was my brain about to explode. Someone paying cash at the airport was too much, and I added it to my list today. Because she was like
so funny.
at Starbucks and used her Starbucks card. She's like, "Oh, I still owe," and she like had her wallet in her hand, and I'm like, "All right, well, it shouldn't be too long of a process because she'll just swipe her card."
Yeah.
She assessed the situation, was like, oh, "I have cash."
Nightmare.
Oh my God. What do you want this change for? Do you know how much money you lose in change?
So much.
You're going to get poor from using your cash. Don't use your cash.
I once tried to get rid of my change. Just one day I was like, I'm just doing it. I'm just going to pay in change. And the whole time I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I know, guys. I know. And just like, I hate it.
To wear like a mask or like, no, I'd have to go like to like another part of town just in case someone saw me doing it.
Because here's the thing with people with cash. You either don't have enough or you have like, or you need to show us how much you have. It's either like,
yeah, exactly.
It's either a stack of bills or not enough. And it's like, you know what, Janice? I'm glad that you got a $5, but it's $10.57. So get out the debit.
Do you know how many times I've been in line and someone will just be counting out the change? I'm like, can you just put them on my tab so I can get out of here? I'll pay for your fucking bottle of water. Get out of my way.
Honestly, I love that, and I wish that the story also included you holding a cigarette while wearing like a velvet blazer,
like a small glass of brandy. Move it, toots. I got it.
Listen, my Corvette's running, and I need to go. So whatever this peasant's getting, I got to get to priority.
While I'm dressed like Boy George.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, your silk scarf. Come on, Blue.
Put the top down and get out of here.
Oh my God.
Screech his tires.
I think people paying with cash is the funniest thing I've ever heard, and I've never related to it so instantly. I instantly got enraged. Instantly got enraged.
It's just unnecessary. It's not like, listen, send them your PayPal info. Move it along.
Totally. It's
a good one.
I think that might be the best one. That might be the MVP of the pet peeve episode is people paying cash.
I had to come in strong with that one. I had other ones on my list, but I feel like that one was way stronger.
Oh, that one's great.
Obviously.
The only one I have left is people at bookstores, just the workers, and also people reading books in the bookstore.
You used to work at a bookstore.
And I hated myself every day. No, I'm not talking about cashiers and stuff, but like people, like the weirdos that kind of like walk the aisles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, listen, what books am I buying? Self-help or like dumb ones? Like, you were talking about reading the Bachelor book.
Sure.
I love that stuff. But people who are reading in the bookstore, it's like, what are you doing here? Where is your home?
Do you not have a home or like anything else to do? Like, okay, but to be fair, I used to do that when I was like auditioning. I would go into like chapters and sit down and kill some time. But I was like a teenager.
Renee, it's simply too much.
I did it. I was guilty. I probably did it at the store you worked at. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I did.
You did. I'm sure. I mean, it's just like, because a lot of them are like, I mean, I feel like people listening to this might get mad at me for this one, but they're just like sitting down, and when you're looking for a book, you got to crawl over them, and it's just like this weird understanding that I don't get.
Also, especially if they're in like the like fantasy warfare section. Jesus. You can buy this stupid thing or what?
And it's Brendan. He goes, yes, of course, absolutely.
Reading the prologue.
I walked into the office. I call it my office because I like to. And I came in, and on my desk was just all of Brendan's Magic the Gathering cards. And I said,
oh, no.
I said, what is on the desk? I was like, remove it immediately and become an adult man again, please. Please. I don't like it.
No, actually, I shouldn't. I shouldn't talk. I have on my desk currently a couple books, a Weird Light,
Renee,
and oil paints.
Renee, okay.
I have a lot of oil paints in front of me.
Okay, but oil paints is cool. The book of Brendan's Magic the Gathering cards with like Nefaro, the genius wizard. You're like, what is this? Get this out of my house. I hate this. He goes and plays for hours.
Oh my God. Yeah, those don't have a place in a grown man's house at all.
They are in the closet with the vacuum where they belong. As I will spend hours watching drag queen videos. But I mean, last night, Brendan...
We all have our vices, but I still think that you're right.
Well, last night, Brendan's like, what are you doing? And I was watching this, there's this... drag queen talk show called Hey Queen. It's on YouTube, and the theme of it goes, Hey Queen. Like,
oh my God.
It's so amazing and cheesy. But he's like, well, if you're gonna sit in there and maybe watch Hey Queen, maybe I'll just jump on the video games and play some video games for a little bit.
To imagine Brendan say, if you're just gonna be in there watching Hey Queen is like, that's enough. That's all I need to hear. Yeah, it's so
that's
good.
my life. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch some Hey Queen, and he's like, okay, maybe I'll just jump on Battlefront with a couple of the guys, and we'll just have a bit of a game. And he puts on his headset. So as much as I judge the sci-fi people out there, I did marry one, but don't sit on a bookstore floor. But anyways, that's my life.
Do it.
That's my life.
Here's another one that drives me crazy. Also happened today at the grocery store before I got called Boy George. And it happens all the time. There's one guy at the grocery store that puts away the produce.
Yeah.
This MFer, every time I walk in, and the produce is right when you walk in the grocery store. Every time I walk in, he sees me and goes, finding everything you're looking for.
Oh my God.
I just fucking got here. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm swearing a lot in this episode. I'm fired up. It's pet peeves.
It's pet peeves. Everybody. It's true. I don't like sales associates or produce people. Like, what? Get out of here.
You're finding everything you're looking for. Yeah, I only made it to the lettuce. I'm fine.
Or at the end where they go, did you find everything okay? It's like, well, I'm here to pay for it. So yes. Yeah. And also, what are you going to do if I didn't?
Totally, exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Am I gonna hold up the line and go, "Hey, I was looking for that different tamarind sauce"? Like, no, you're not gonna hold everybody else up while you go search down aisle 7 to find your stupid sauce.
And listen, I think my insecurity with like sales associates is I've been like a million different sales associates. I worked at Lululemon, like Forever 21. That was hilarious because I was old. But like, listen, the sales associates don't care and they don't want to help you.
Why? Like, I just don't think that should be part of their verbiage.
No, and when I worked at Lululemon, like, there was a time limit. If someone if you walked in and touched a shirt or a pair of pants, I would have to give you like 15 seconds and then I would have to talk to you. What a nightmare.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
That would give me anxiety. That sounds terrible.
That's why I would only knock over tables of clothes and be like, oh, I'm so clumsy, and I would just refold
fold it.
I guess I'm not talking to anybody. Screw that. No thanks. Yeah.
That's terrible. Like, even at the grocery store, don't ask me if I found everything I'm looking for. It's like, be like, hey, what are you going to cook tonight? Like, there's other options.
Also, yeah, it just makes me nervous. Interaction, just in general, it makes me nervous.
It's so annoying. But you know what else kind of pisses me off? It was when people don't ask for my ID. What the fuck? Especially when I don't have on any makeup and I know I look like a child. They're like, she's fine.
I had a girl do that at Ralph's when I was buying wine. And she was like, don't need to ask you. You're definitely 21. And Brendan saw her say that and looked at me. And his face was like, I am screwed this drive home. And I was screaming. I was like, who does she think she is? I was like, she's going to wake up and be 30 one day. Hell yeah, she will. Hell yeah, she will. Yeah, I was like, I was mortified. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, it's the worst. I mean, I'll get it other times. So they'll like look at my ID and they're like, oh, you're definitely old enough. I'm like, listen.
It's like, just stop. Although my dad's, not anymore, but like a couple years ago was still getting ID'd sometimes when he shaved his beard.
Good for him. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it was
very respectable.
Well, he just looks like Dennis the Menace. When he had his red hair. And I was like, who are you? Why are there freckles there? Get out of here. Just a freckly faced man. Yeah. Do we have any other pet peeves or did we cover them?
I mean, I have one that I'll add in there.
Let's throw it in.
I hate purses. I hate purses so much. I've never met a purse that I've liked. They always get messy. Right. They hold too much junk that I don't need. I just want a simple fanny pack and whatever.
Okay, I don't know if I believe this because I showed you my fanny pack and you were like, "What
I don't want
is
a fanny pack like your fanny pack. Your fanny pack is no good."
I remember you saw it and you were like, "Why is it pink?"
Yeah, it's too much because I have it's like it turns into a fanny pack, but it can also just go over your shoulder. It's adjustable.
Yeah.
And it's got fringe on it. It's a little bit cool.
That's cute.
Yours is like a legit, like when people say fanny pack, like you have like a legit
It's for when I go hiking, but one time I went grocery shopping with it, and Brendan was furious. He was like, take it off and put it around your shoulders. He's like, get it off your waist. I was like, I feel really free.
I want to be hands-free all the time. It's like the Bluetooth of all my what's the word I'm trying to say? Personal objects?
Oh, I
think I just had a stroke. Next.
Why don't you get a backpack?
Because I'll still fill it with all my shit.
Oh, so you just want a wallet?
Yeah, I want a wallet. I wish I could be like a dude and just keep a wallet in my back pocket and not have that be weird.
That is weird.
I know, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a wallet, like I love it. But I mean, what about what if you need like lip balm or something?
That's literally the only things that I need in my purse are lip balm,
gum,
and my wallet.
And what about gum?
And maybe some sunglasses. But it escalates because then I'll leave the house and go, oh, I kind of like these sunglasses better. And then I've got 2 pairs of sunglasses in my bag, 45 lipsticks.
It's true.
1,000 receipts, and
it is true.
All this fucking change.
That is true. I mean, my bag is really little and I can never find anything. And my phone case is huge. And I still sometimes can't find my phone in my purse. And my purse is small.
Yeah, it's like the Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe of all of my personal items.
Yeah.
It's all just gone.
I get that.
It makes me insane. I hate it. I hate having a purse. I hate when I have to travel with my laptop. I don't like carrying things. I guess that's really what it comes down to. I hate carrying things.
You should listen to this Nora Ephron essay. She talks about hating purses. It's really, really good. I'll send it to you. It's it's really awesome.
Yeah. I hate them. They make me insane.
I'm not a bag person. I will never spend money on a bag. I don't get it.
Me neither.
I don't understand it. Who cares?
Who cares?
I'd rather spend on a nice pair of shoes.
Having an expensive purse means nothing to me. I think it's obnoxious.
Yeah. When people like an Hermes bag or a Birkin bag, aren't they like $10,000 or $20,000?
They're super expensive.
Who's gonna buy that? You got to put it on the floor.
It's got to go on the floor, and also like I could buy like way more other things with that money.
Where are you gonna put a Birkin bag when you go to the movies? What?
Right?
No thanks.
You better hope that everything has a hook. If you're like at like a bar and can't like put it on like a chair or something, like what are you gonna do?
And then what are you gonna be, the woman that puts her purse on the table? Too much. We're getting nachos. Get it out of here.
Yeah, move it.
Oh God.
Move it, because everyone assumes you've already put it on the floor.
Ugh. It's true.
I hate purses. Yeah, I wish I could find a solution to being purse free, but I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'll post a photo of my fanny pack, and that's an option for you. Just strap.
Okay, I'm gonna post a picture of my fanny pack,
and we'll vote.
We'll have a fanny pack,
and you guys vote and let us know which ones you would want.
Actually, that's great.
You know what? We should do a regular girls merch, but it's a fanny pack.
Oh my God, that would be so great.
That would be so good.
We could just make like a cool little logo of like RG.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, put some stuff on it.
Put some stuff on it.
I don't know what I'd put on it. What would you put on it?
Probably my face.
Oh, that would be good. Just like a full face.
Yeah. Let's figure. We'll talk about this. If you guys want a regular girls fanny pack, let us know. We'll get that brewing.
Oh, I would love to have a regular girl's fanny pack.
Hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
This sounds great.
All right.
I would like to pick like a nice material though. Nice-ish.
Okay, so not mine.
I don't want like a vinyl fanny.
Yeah. I think I'll agree with you on this one. Let's try and create a daytime fanny pack where people don't go, oh, that poor girl's lost.
Yeah, like we can make it cool and like as if it was on like Nylon magazine.
Yeah.
Put on like some pins and some patches.
Oh
and
my God.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, whatever, man. That's a good idea.
I love it.
Okay, well, this will be a further discussion. We'll update you next week.
We've really turned this podcast around. Talking about the pet peeves, I'm sweating. I've got this like anger in my heart and belly.
But now we're turning it around. We're going to create something beautiful out of it. And I will say, my sister-in-law update, crystals are causing a bit of a chaos, but that'll be a next week update. I'll update. But she messaged me and was like, I listened to the fashion podcast, and I think I'm turning around on T-shirts. So we have a convert here. Yeah.
Listen, I've actually been really deeply thinking about starting a T-shirt line.
We got to talk about
this. Legit. I don't know how to do it, but I've been thinking about it. I'm going to look into it.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I want to have a T-shirt.
Yeah. See,
it's my wheelhouse. It's my specialty.
See, we came out from the gutter, and look what has come out. We're rising above. We've become entrepreneurs by the end of this.
We grew wings, and now we're clothing designers.
Yes. And Renee and I were talking about potentially doing a T-shirt off. You design one, I design one.
I love.
And we'll do like
I think it's great.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. We'll update you guys. We'll do like a 2-week little shenanigan.
Yeah, and I think that can be me, getting my foot in the water.
Yes.
For making T-shirts.
And it'll cause me a lot of anxiety, and maybe my shirt will just be a photo of my fanny pack. I don't know, guys. I'm just
We don't know yet. We haven't figured it out. We're just throwing around ideas, mulling it around.
Yeah.
We're doing oil pulling of ideas.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We're oil pulling ideas. It's regular girl hot tip. Take that phrase and chew on it. Is there any?
Take it. But let's not knit our own rugs.
Don't be a girl who knits her own rugs.
Hell no.
Hell no. So I think that's it. I mean, right?
Yeah, that's it for me. I mean, I'm sure you guys have a bazillion
Send
different
them to us.
Pet peeves, and I would love to hear every single one.
Oh my God. The one with cash.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know, because it's kind of life-changing and hilarious when you realize.
Oh, it totally is. Especially like there's so many things on different levels, or like things that we didn't talk about that someone will say, and you're like, yes, that shit makes me crazy. I can't believe how much I swore on this. I'm very sorry, but I'm actually not sorry even a little bit.
That's great. Who cares?
I'm just addressing it. I just want you guys to know that I'm aware
It's
of it.
International Women's Day, and we're validating your feelings today.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Well,
I love that.
Guys, thanks.
Okay, well, yeah, so Stacey and I are going to get our clothing company up and running.
Yes.
And we'll let you guys know about it.
Yeah.
And let us know about pet peeves. And hey, do us a solid.
Yeah.
Here's what we need you to do.
Yeah.
Why don't you share our podcast with somebody that you like?
Yes. Share it.
Someone that you like that you think might like our podcast. And, you know, as always, we're always open to topics. I mean, I feel like this was a topic that people wanted us to cover was pet peeves.
Yeah, and people have been really great on the Facebook group mentioning what they want and ideas and tweeting and all that great stuff, which has been awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, let us know. I mean, we want to take your guys' feedback and spin it into a little something.
Yeah, so spread the word and tweet at us and share with your friends, and let's just get this Regular Girls community a-growing.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's give it some wings and rise up from the dust.
Let's oil pull this podcast and spit it into the sink of success. Well, I guess that's it.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Wait, we have to do the ghost. I'm sorry, we have to do the ghost.
I like to give it a different spin each time. I don't even know where it's going to go.
That was a bit of a Pavarotti, and I'm in. I want tickets. I want tickets to the next show. Yeah.
We thought Christina Aguilera had some vocal gymnastics. Well, guess what?
And you're not even in a bathroom.
Take a seat, ex-Tina.
Take a seat. Bye, guys.
Bye.